Hi guys, my name is Charissa Faris. I am a student at East Carolina University in the elementary education program, and I wanted to show you a little bit of my e-portfolio today. So the subject that this e-portfolio deals with mainly is social studies, and it's for a fourth grade group. So a fourth grade class, and let's go ahead and get started. Here is my home page. This just tells you a little bit about what you can expect to see on the e-portfolio, and just kind of gives the parents and students an introduction. And then here is my About Me page. This just tells you a little bit about who I am. I'm currently seeking a position as an elementary teacher. I would love to teach at Wittenberg Elementary in any grade K through 5, but preferably kindergarten, first or second. So you can read more about me right here on my About Me page. You can read about my home life and where I live and where I teach. And here is my teaching philosophy. It's my belief that reading is the foundation of all education. If a child can learn to read, then they can learn to do any other educational skill. So I want to help children help them to reach their greatest potential as readers. And I want them to understand phonics and phonetics and phonemic awareness and just develop a love of reading. So the way I would like to do that mainly in the younger grades is through rhyme and games and songs. I found that this works really well. And the role that technology would play in that is there are a ton of apps and websites that you can go to that assist children in rhymes or learning different songs that help them to read. There's also audiobooks and interactive boards, the Promethean board, and Chromebooks and iPads and computers. But one of my favorite websites to use is Go Noodle, and I also love to use I love to use the Jack Hartman videos on YouTube. I just think he's got a lot of good rhymes and songs that kind of stick with the kids and help them to remember things. So I think that there's a lot of use for technology in assisting with my teaching philosophy. So for fourth grade, I wrote, I incorporated some links that I think would be good to help fourth graders. This one in particular, Thing Link, is about the study of the Trail of Tears and what happened to Native Americans living in North Carolina when the Indian Removal Act was signed into place. So, since I'm focusing particularly on North Carolina, I've put a map of North Carolina here. Students can just, from my homepage, click right here on the link, and it will take them to this map. And from here, they can click on a video to watch describing the things that happened, or they can click on some information. This information describes different things about the 8 types or 8 tribes of Native Americans living in North Carolina. And there is also an interactive map on this page, that is a map of the Trail of Tears. So this map shows the Trail of Tears in the 9 states it went through. Students can click on this and learn quite a bit about the Trail of Tears. And then for my, let me go back. Another thing on here that I really like, another piece of technology, is the Nearpod lesson that I did on the Trail of Tears. And this lesson asks poll questions, it has games, it has maps, it asks open-ended and closed questions, it has a video, it has websites that talk about who John Ross was and who Andrew Jackson were, who the Cherokee people were, why is it called the Trail of Tears. So there's questions, and then there's also just general slides. That was really fun to make, and I think students can learn a lot from it. Then my TPAC lesson, the ISTE standard that I wanted to focus on with this lesson was 1A. Students articulate and set personal learning goals, develop strategies leveraging technology to achieve them, and reflect on the learning process itself to improve learning outcomes. And this goes along with the academic standard of 4H 1.1, summarize the change in cultures, everyday life, and status of the indigenous American Indian groups in North Carolina before and after exploration. So how I wanted to incorporate technology into this lesson was I wanted to use videos, and I also wanted to have the students to make things themselves. So I wanted to have them make a video and make a slideshow. So right here is Shadow Puppet EDU. This is a website that allows students to make a 30-second slideshow. And I'm sorry, this allows them to make a 30-second video. I'm sorry. But in that video, they will describe the changes that happened to Native Americans. And then VisMe, I found, is a really good website for children to create slides. It's pretty easy to work with and to maneuver. So I wanted to give them an opportunity to incorporate about 5 or 6 slides of the changes that happened also. And then on day 1, right here is a YouTube video that allows the children to be educated, to see ways that the lives of Native Americans changed once the Europeans arrived. And then also right here is learn 3 steps with Indigenous choreographer Santi Smith. So in this video, a Native American choreographer teaches you some of the dance moves that are incorporated into powwows and different dances that the Native Americans do. And then I wanted to have a contact page where students or teachers or parents could reach me via Twitter or my email. So right here is where they can fill this out and contact me. It just sends me an email. Or right here, they just click on the little Twitter symbol and it will take them to my Twitter page, and they can just send me a tweet. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I really liked making it, and thank you very much.